Today is a nuanced session, strong in some areas, weak in others. Here is the full picture. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. Here is your complete Forex market briefing for July 1st. Currency markets are being driven by a complex mix of central bank policy, geopolitical risk, and shifting growth expectations. Let us break it all down. Here is a snapshot of how the major currency pairs are trading today. Euro to US dollar is trading at 1.14, gaining 0% on the session. The world's most traded pair is driven by ECB versus Fed rate differentials. Currency markets are reacting to gold's safe haven status is fading. Oil, the Fed and the dollar are driving the decline, moneycontrol.com. Pound sterling to US dollar is trading at 1.33, gaining 0% on the session. Sterling is highly sensitive to UK inflation data and Bank of England rate guidance. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. US dollar to Japanese yen is trading at 161.92, gaining 0% on the session. Dollar yen tracks the US-Japan rate differential and Bank of Japan intervention risk. Equity markets are responding to reports that gold slips as US-Iran tensions spark inflation, rate hike fears. USD SGD is trading at 0.7739, gaining 0% on the session. The Singapore dollar reflects Asian FX sentiment, trade flows, and MAS monetary policy. Currency markets are reacting to gold's safe haven status is fading. Oil, the Fed and the dollar are driving the decline, moneycontrol.com. Australian dollar to US dollar is trading at 0.6921, gaining 0.36% on the session. The Aussie dollar closely tracks commodity prices, especially iron ore, and Chinese growth signals. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. US dollar to Chinese yuan is trading at 0.1475, gaining 0.29% on the session. The onshore yuan reflects PBOC daily fixings, US-China trade dynamics, and capital flow controls. Equity markets are responding to reports that gold slips as US-Iran tensions spark inflation, rate hike fears. US dollar to Indian rupee is trading at 94.65, gaining 0.31% on the session. The Indian rupee tracks RBI monetary policy, FII and FPI capital flows, and US-India interest rate differentials. Currency markets are reacting to gold's safe haven status is fading. Oil, the Fed and the dollar are driving the decline, moneycontrol.com. Now let us look at the macro forces behind today's currency moves. On the geopolitical front, traders are reacting to news that S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. The key macro overlay remains monetary policy. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Any surprise in the rate path could trigger outsized moves. On the data front, equity markets are responding to reports that S&P 500, NASDAQ close lower on tech weakness but recover after hours on strong micron earnings, Moo, Avgo, Google in focus, StockTwits. Currency markets are reacting to gold's safe haven status is fading. Oil, the Fed and the dollar are driving the decline, moneycontrol.com. Our near-term view on Australian dollar to US dollar. With Australian dollar to US dollar moving sideways today, the market is effectively waiting for a fresh catalyst. The $0.7094 level above and $0.6748 below are the levels to monitor for the next directional signal. Currency markets can move fast and unexpectedly. Central bank surprises, geopolitical shocks, and data prints are the key risks to monitor. Let us close with the key events and catalysts on our radar. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Independent market coverage, no subscription fees, no paywalls. If this analysis saved you time and helped you think more clearly about the market, please like the video. It costs you nothing and it directly funds more content like this. Subscribe for daily coverage across indices, stocks, commodities, Forex, and crypto. Tell us in the comments, what are you watching most closely right now? That wraps up today's coverage from MTRS_Market Pulse. This content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. Stay disciplined, and we will see you tomorrow. That is your Forex briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe for daily currency coverage.